10, the Cheetahs and the Tigers. Throws it up. Harris up against Justin. JJ gets it down towards Stevie Daniels. Slick little handball. Burton's there though, right on the cricket pitch area. Tries to get it back towards Craig. Kick around the corners okay. Foot race now. Rathje also getting across there. Matt Barnes leads Petalwood in the race for the ball. Gets his kick away. Slung as he got it kicked away. And it is just out of bounds. It's okay. Not on the full. Throw in at half forward for the Cheetahs. Bannockburn with the 6-goal third term, 12-7-79. They lead North Geelong 8-13-61. And the Belmont Lions 7-6-48 trail Werribee Central's 15-13-103. The ball's been thrown in and now a pack will develop at half forward. Umpire Grapsis will bounce it down or throw it up these days, as they do. Stewie, Scott and Umpire Grapsis just having a couple of words. Stewie'd be telling you how to umpire, knowing Stewie. Justin gets it down. Shannon runs across half back, gives a handball to Maharis, leaves it behind. Williams now. And can give it back to Craig or go with a foot. He does go with the foot towards Barnes. It floats to him. He takes the mark okay on centre wing. On the outer side, certainly need the first goal, the Cheetahs. He goes now with the right boot. Long towards full forward Courtney. Chopping it off though, Maharis.
Just fell into the space perfectly, didn't he, Pete?
Yeah, he did. And Nick Maharis quite happy to... That's a shocking kick.
Sorry to laugh. Nick Maharis went for the torpedo, went totally off the side of the boot.
And he's going to pay for it.
Yes, fell straight in the arms of the West cricket player in Farrell and half forward. He's kicked it to full forward and Latter has taken an easy mark. All the players totally out of position because they ran forward for Maharis's kick.
I do apologise too to the listeners. We did say that Daniel Fanning was off the ground with a, as Latter pops it through the middle for a good goal. The listeners out there, we did say Daniel Fanning was off the ground with a hamstring injury and his dad has raced straight down to the ground.
He wants to take him home probably.
Ball on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club with that goal, 9 goals, 11-65, but they trail Thomson 13-8-86 and we're 2 minutes into the final quarter. So that's a good start, Pete, for West Cricket.
It is
just
a good start
they'd want.
I think they need one or two more before Thomson kick it into gear again too.
Up goes the ball in the centre again. Harrison, Justin. Ooh, Justin tried to kick it out of the hands of his teammate actually, and the umpire will have a secondary bounce almost still in the centre circle. And we'll do it again. Justin and Harris. Justin with strong body work takes the ball out of the ruck there, but doesn't get clear with it. Highland gets thrown without the ball. No free kick. Comes clear to half back. It's Rathje picks the ball up, sidesteps out of the ruck there very well. Ball to half forward. Roonier used his body well. The ball comes down to ground to Williams. Roonier again picks it up, but the handball is astray because Armstrong takes possession. His kick is astray also. It goes back to the centre wing position. Luke Shannon is now questioning the decision because it's over the shoulder to Beekmans, and Beekmans with the free kick. For West Cricket, drives towards half-forward flank. You'd nearly back Maharis on this occasion, but he doesn't take it. Hutchison back on the ground now. The ball kicked out of his hands by Rathje, but good work in defence by Bradley. Finds Paddy Burns, half-back flank. Burns now further along the wing. Luke Shannon under a bit of pressure, takes a strong mark ahead of his opponent there in Chris Wilkie, who's come down the ground. Now he goes across the ground, sees the lead from young Daniels. Daniels can run onto the ball, but he's outpaced there by Matt Barnes. Good work by him, and oh goodness, he's kicked it high, wide and handsome. If McFarlane can get to the ball, they're in trouble, but it's taken there for West Cricket. Driven wide, now Luke Shannon. Well, he can't quite reach the ball. Good work there by Wilkie. Handball back to Burton. Burton the handball over the top, but he's missed his mark with the Chino. Paddy Burns comes in, falls onto the ball. Burn, can he get a kick? Only just. Now it comes to ground. Carl tries to kick it off the ground. Handball comes clear to Wilkie once again for West Cricket.
Oh, good slip scout.
Roonier, diving full length, has taken the ball in both hands on centre wing for West Cricket.
Touched off the boot, goes towards Williams and Manning there. They have to work it out. Aitchison comes across. Doesn't matter whether he's been reported or not. He can still play footy. Got across there. Some quick update scores from the GFL. North 11-13-79 lead South Barwon 10-9-69 by 10 points. What are you laughing about, Pete?
Oh, I'm laughing at Andrew Williams and Andrew Aitchison patting each other on the backside.
It goes out towards Burns, gives it back to Armstrong. Oh, he sets Maharis up. Quick hands. It's ripped off by Farrell. Gets a left foot kick away. Now it goes towards Courtney to leading the race of the footy. Can he pick it up? He tries to, but he leaves it behind. Greg Costa's there and gets the kick away also towards centre wing, but it's all the cheaters if it sits for Craig. Peacock comes at him. Oh, they both meet the footy. Craig does well, but is that holding the ball? Yes, it is, says the umpire.
If he's consistent, it had to be.
Yep, and it will be a free kick to Rod Peacock. On centre wing on the outer side. Shannon streaming for him at centre half forward. McFarlane leads for him as well. He's got Daniel short. He elects to go towards centre half forward though, and McFarlane. Cowie in front. McFarlane from behind. Off hands. That's play on. McFarlane does well. Shannon. Oh, he went left, went right, then couldn't quite get away from Scotty Cowie. Now Petterwood straight through the middle. Also in there, Highland. Tries to break the tackle. Can't do so. Goes towards Burton Harris. Harris should get a shepherd from Burton. Oh, he got half a shepherd, but it was okay. Can go towards Stewie Scott out on half back, and it's a good kick too, and Stewie Scott takes the mark.
Yeah, Scott on half back flank for West Cricket and Footy Club, looks for leads further up the ground, tries to get round Shannon. Well, he's kicked at the lead of Peter Walker in the press box, and almost at the ball. There's stop hands just in front of our commentary position here, and almost true centre wing. Ball coming back onto the ground, now back to the boundary umpire. It's back in the side street. It's going backwards and forwards.
St Albans 10-8-68 lead. Geelong West St Peters 7-5-47 at three-quarter time, and St Mary's 9-16-70. You've got a chance against Lara, who are 12-8-80. So 10 points of difference there as the ball comes to Craig on the cricket pitch area. Gives it to Williams, who runs away from Daniels, takes a bounce, draws players as you like. Goes with the right boot, says, I'll have a lead towards Barnes, and it's okay. Gets a kick to him, Adam Barnes it is. Takes the mark at half forward. Still 50 metres out from goal. He's got a couple short. Manning and Rathje it is. He elects to go with a wobbly punt kick towards Ladder, who leads in the race of the footy. Needs a handball probably. Should have got one away. Couldn't. Atchison's there. Handball back to Burns. Off a standing start. Wobbly punt kick back to whence it came at half forward. Petterwood in front tried to tap it on. Oh, nearly threw it again, but Beekman's was there also. Now it's Petterwood again. Back on the left boot. Dragged as he got it kick away. Wolfenden handball towards Craig, who can break away from Gann. Go on the right boot this time. Goes now, the lead's on from Courtney, takes the mark, and geez, he looks strong in the lead, doesn't he, Pete?
He does. He's got a great set of hands, and it is interesting. In the last couple of minutes, you've seen the likes of Craig and Williams and Stewie Scott all start to lift in the centre of the ground. I think they've had a look at the scoreboard and said, well, if we're going to have a bit of a dip, I think we've got to start now, and I think this is a very, very critical kick.
Courtney now moves in on the right, but it's a beautiful kick straight over the goal umpire. I think he wasted we're sitting behind him before he puts the best of his kicking boot on. But that's his third goal, Courtney. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scored West Cricket and Footy Club now 10-11-71. They trail Thomson, who haven't scored so far in the final quarter, 13-8-86, and we've been playing 8 minutes.
And Buckley's, mate, I had to ring there this morning to check on the cooking staff. They've had to get another truckload of food in.
Oh, he was there last night again, wasn't he?
The tooth has been.
Hey, the tooth has been.
Fang.
Unbelievable.
Well, he's probably sitting at home.
The Donut King.
Sleeping now after the Donut King. Oh, we saw him demolish them yesterday.
That donut.
Oh, jeez. It was like watching Wolves, wasn't it? Back in the middle, Peacock and Harris. Peacock goes up, gets it down to Daniels, who runs away, then gets a handball away, back towards Peacock, gets it to Burns, tried to get a quick kick away. Williams, now Lakino, gives it to Scott. Scott just dragged away as he got his kick away. Fry was in the best position, got a right foot kick away towards half forward. Carl runs onto it, takes the mark. Now at half forward, he's got people streaming. One of them's Petterwood. Barnes has to make a bit of ground, but not quick enough. Petterwood's there. Can put it over the top to Maharis and can't take the mark. Hands all Lakino. Got it back towards Cowie. Dragged it back in. Oh, the umpire says
I thought that was great work. No,
it was.
I think he made attempts to push it out and it got pushed back in under him, and I thought that was well played, Scotty Cowie too, to kind of assist in keeping the ball in.
Thrown up now, 15 metres out from Thompson's goal. Goes towards Rooney, now Maharis, who's played for the free kick, ripped off the footy, none forthcoming from the umpire. Robbie Byrne can't keep it in, it is out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Thomson, who lead 13-8, 86 to 11-10. Is that right?
10-11.
10-11 it is, sorry, 10-11-71. So still 15 points of difference. Pushed out the back. Williams slaps it to the advantage of only Luke Shannon. Gets around Scott. Gets a quick kick away. And it floats through for one behind, does it? Yes, it does. Off the boot of Luke Shannon. 1-2. And
again breaks the deadlock in the shots at goal.
In fact, 2 behinds to Luke Shannon. I thought I had one. Look, Aaron Bradley's kicked the goal. So 2 behinds. And the kick in. Oh, well, it's at half forward for the Thomson side. We've been playing 10 minutes in this final term. Big Pack works around the footy now. As the umpire throws it up. It's Justin up against Farrell. Is it Beekmans who got caught for holding the ball? That's a bit harsh. Alan Beekmans. Free kick to the Echo. JJ. Justin.
He won't pass it off either.
Might be a bit. Oh, well,
Won't matter.
I won't say that.
Won't matter.
He might be a bit far out, but now I've said that, he's going to put it straight through the middle. Justin, who has kicked one goal this afternoon, has missed it. Oh. And through for one behind. So Thomson go to 13.
There's options there. Thomson have had 2 shots at goal in the last minute and a half, and I reckon one more goal by Thomson will put the nail in the coffin, and they just haven't been able to do it at the moment.
Scott kicks in, or hits Wilkie on the chest, and he's able to play on, get around McFarlane, and gets around Daniels, takes a bounce, backs himself, takes 2 bounces, and then a wobbly kick out of defence. It's okay, it falls in the arms of Jason Ratchie, but geez, he did the hard work. It would have been hard for him with a turnover there with a bad kick, but Ratchie's got it at half back, goes towards half forward, Finn goes up, it's over the head, Thomson with the numbers, Atchison getting back there. Now, got a bit of time to set something up at half back, drills it down towards Armstrong, good kick, takes the mark on hands and knees, needs some runners, turns around, got Petterwood on the outside, Alexo to hold it up. Watch him kick this footy. He does. Long towards half forward. Daniels Maharis has got his name written on it. And plays on quickly. Kick the goal, Sart. Finish it off. And has. He's kicked the goal. His second. Is that the nail, Pete?
Well, I think it is, and that was great play there by Andrew Aitchison. I think he could have directed it anywhere from taking control across the half-back line, but chose to go into the corridor and Maharis. Well, Nick Maharis is having I wouldn't say a day out, because every game that I've seen him play, he always stands up.
You can't kick the ball at Armstrong much either.
No, that was a fairly long kick.
From the back pocket to a goal, 2 kicks.
14-10-94 Thomson. They lead Geelong West 10-11-71. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 12.5 minutes gone. Umpire Gann has it back in the middle. And throws it up. Harris. Oh, good punch away. Peacock. Now Byrne rides the butt from Scott. Gets a kick away. Goes towards half forward. Farrell. Maharis again, runs away at half forward, got Petterwood on the outside, handball 30 metres towards McFarlane, rides the bump, handball over the top, great to Dean Carl, leaves it behind, Highland does well to Shannon, there's a throw. Oh, that's a punch, isn't it, a thump?
I thought it was a double-handed punch.
Well, Lakino's got the free kick, that's Nick, goes to Stewie Scott on half back. Can go to Manning short, got Harris short too, wants to go wide, Williams is out there, he elects to go in that direction now, Harris is there over the back, Peacock, and Harris in front, paid the mark, says the umpire. So Andrew Harris on true half-back flank. He's got Barnes, he's got Finn, he's looking for, they're all calling, he's got Rathje, he might go in that direction now, he does, he just pops it up, Rathje, Atchison, Rathje up early, can't take the mark off hands Armstrong. Good to Petterwood, can give it to Peacock, does well, running past Spud, might kick a goal from there, no, he falls over at the crucial stage. Sam Lakino's over the top as well. And he's probably lining the goals up from there, was he, Pete? Got a bit excited. You're still inside the centre square.
Jason, a pretty reasonable second half for Hawthorn. Final score 17 goals, 7-109 Hawthorn. St Kilda 14-12-96.
Don't believe it.
Great if I could get that other one again.
Oh, don't believe it. That's unbelievable. There goes the footy tips again this week. Well, back in the middle.
Unless you picked Hawthorn.
I'm just waiting on the Western Bulldogs Fremantle score to come through. And we'll give that to you as soon as we can. Barnes gets it towards half forward. Rooney from behind, knocks it away from Andrew Atchison. Manning got it away quickly. Handball back towards Fry, who's run back with the flight of the ball. Now off hands towards Scott and Manning. Oh, no talk, and they both leave it behind. Rooney is in there fighting hard against Wolfenden, and it's a ball up.
And with thanks to Grant Bench, Western Bulldogs 17-13-115 have defeated Fremantle 11-13-79 by 6 goals.
There's 1 point.
St Kilda Hawthorn was 63 points down at one stage, come back to win by 13 points. That's a marvellous effort by the Hawks. Lakino out of the tight contest to Alan Craig, can run away with the right boot and misses. Right in front of the social club box up there, which is getting a bit boisterous in this final term. Would have loved the old stage of Scragger Craig to kick a goal, but he let him down and kicked one behind. And the kick in will come from Sabali Armstrong.
Magnificent kick from Armstrong. The lead was from Shannon. It hit Shannon on the head.
Well, Ronaldo would have been happy with that header, I tell you.
Absolutely magnificent. So the ball, it's landed 60 metres from the goal square, hit Luke Shannon on the head and gone out of bounds on centre wing. So in it comes. Over the head of the players there. Craig again picks it up on the left foot, drives forward for the West Cricket and Footy Club, but in defence there, Mick Gann, sorry, great mark, and stems another attack. Looking for some movement. Goes straight down the centre of the ground, but Stewie Scott leads in the race for the ball. Kick forward, Paddy Burns for Thomson, picks it up, kicks it over the centre of the ground. Looking for Maharis at the centre half forward. Can't take the mark on this occasion. Ball comes to ground. Oh, it comes at just a little toe poke there. Maharis picks it up, goes to McFarlane at full forward. Off hands, it comes to the ground, and Dean Carl runs into an open goal and kicks his third for the afternoon. And Thomson's 15. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now. 16 minutes into the final quarter. 15-10-100. Thomson, they lead West Cricket and Footy Club 10-12, 72.
That's where he needs to be, Pete, doesn't he? Just at the full of the footy and the forward line. 3 goals for the afternoon.
And McFarlane's the type that if he can't get control of the ball, he does always tap it to the advantage. I reckon he's got great vision, Christian McFarlane, and he always tends to push it to the side that his players are streaming through on. 16
and a half minutes gone in this final term, and it's back to 28 points of difference here at Bakers Oval. The winners in the AFL this afternoon were Hawthorn coming from behind, and also Western Bulldogs, who led all day.
63 points, Joseph.
Ooh, that's a lot to make up, isn't it?
That's and to win by 13, so...
They kept going.
That's 14 goals.
Yeah. Back in the middle, Harris up against Peacock. Peacock goes up, taps at the advantage of Daniels, can't take it with him. Stewie Scott off his boot. Manning can give it to Craig, left it behind. Highland breaks away, gives it to Daniels, goes to the right boot. Well, Fortuitous off the side of the boot, straight in the arms of Kim Petterwood. Wants to get away from Barnes. Handball back to Maharis. He'll have leather poisoning. I tell you, Nicholas goes with the right boot this time towards McFarlane. And second in line may end up getting it. Wilkie's there, though, fighting hard. Oh, that's holding the ball.
You could see that.
You could see it a mile away. He was just waiting for it, wasn't he?
He set himself to give the decision.
Poor old Chris Wilkie.
Well, Chris didn't make any attempt, I've got to say.
He just sat over the top and tried to drag it along with him. Well, Christian McFarlane, who's kicked 5 goals through this afternoon, and come in from 35 metres out and misses again. In fact, he might have missed everything. He has. 5-3 and 1 out of bounds this afternoon for Christian.
I think a few players having a bit to say to him, but he just pointed to the scoreboard.
It's a long way down from that pocket too to look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't think that's
in the other pocket. Well, the free kick has come back to Danny Finn, who goes to the left boot towards half forward. Or big pack. Don't tell me.
I think he's paid it in the back.
He's paid Petterwood. I thought Maharis had come over the top and taken the mark, but Petterwood's got it at half forward. Drills a wobbly punt towards Peacock, who stands there and takes the grab about 15 or 20 metres out directly in front.
So?
What's wrong, Eric?
Just Peter's right behind the line. I think he's going to watch this kick very, very close.
Come on, Rod, kick that goal just for Pete, please.
But that was, a missed kick. Peacock in the right position.
Oh, luck's a fortune though, Eric, isn't it?
And I'll tell you what, that's a glorious kick straight over the goal umpire's head. And Peacock kicks the goal. Well, after the effort from 10 metres out earlier in the day, maybe some justice in that, because he's done a great job in the ruck. He's been the turning point of the game, I reckon, Pete. You made the point earlier.
And it's interesting that when things like that do happen, how cocky players can get. Like, he's kicked a goal and he's actually the first one back into the centre of the ground to contest the ruck. So it's certainly a confidence lifter when you get on a bit of a high. And after half-time, after halfway through the second quarter, I think he's been pretty good.
Well, they must have won the game because Paddy Burns is having a rest and Christian McFarlane is in the middle, so they're just giving him a bit of a jog around for the last 10 minutes, Macca. But it's back in the middle. Peacock's there, taps it towards the advantage of Daniels, but coming through Stewie Scott. And still attacking the footy, Stewie. Got Manning, there's Highland as well, though. Berry's underneath, gets a free kick. Too high, advantage paid to McFarlane, who goes towards Maharis at half forward. Oh, and has the hands to Shannon as he was going down. Goes towards full forward, off hands. Pat Burns doesn't kick many goals. Paddy, can he kick one? No, because he handballs it back to Shannon, who will kick the goal.
Too easy.
Luke Shannon has kicked his first. How was the handball from Maharis, Pete?
Well,
in mid-flight taking the mark.
That's what we were saying earlier. You know, he's got great vision and he's got super hands.
Well, that was Polly Farmer at his best.
Wrap him up. 17-10, 112, Thomson.
He was on the way down. That didn't hit the ground and he got the handball away. Polly used to do the handball from mid-air.
I realise that, but you've just put Nick Maharis.
He probably marks the ball better than Polly.
17-10, 112, Thomson, Geelong West, 10-12, 72, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes gone. Back in the middle, Peacock and Harris. And umpire grabs us, throws it up. Peacock again, Williams, roves, then drops the footy, tries to tap it back to the advantage of his teammates, but Peacock's there, handball to an open half-forward flank, running onto it, Maharis. But good tackle, Sam Lucchino. That should be dropping the footy. No free kick play on the call, says the umpire. Pack develops, and the umpire will now come in and bounce it.
We might have to get the tooth to bring the candles around because it's getting quite dull.
Throw these throats that we've got here at Geelong West on in this final term.
I think we're running a bit late because of a lot of time off the ground.
Peacock with the back of his fist goes towards Dean Carl. Can't get away from Harrison Fratoli, and it will be another ball up at half forward.
That's like being caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, isn't it?
Thrown up again. Harris gets it away towards the boundary line. Scott coming at him, Shannon as well. Oh, he's got Carl against him as well. There's Sam Lucchino. Handball over the top to Shane Manning. Falls over at the crucial stage. Little toe poke McFarlane. Sam Lucchino off the ground as well. And it is out of bounds for throwing it half forward. For the Thomson side, who'd lead 17-10 to 10-12. 40 points of difference in favour of Thomson. And over the back, Stewie Scott. Running through the middle. Doesn't take it with him. McFarlane does though, and his kick partly smothered by Burton. Goes towards Burton again. Kick around the corner. Daniels also Burton third time does well. Up against 3 or 4 Thomson players there, Nathan Burton, and sees over the boundary line at half forward for the Tigers. And it'll be Andrew Harris once again for the Cheetahs. Don't forget, we'll be having the final siren thanks to White Cross Healthcare after the end of this match. We'll bring you all the updates from around the local leagues and the AFL. Ball pushed back out. Robbie Byrne can't keep it in for the Tigers. We'll have updates from the Ballerine, the Geelong Football League and the GDFL. Plus the final scores from the AFL. We'll also be talking to Trevor Tucker and Stuart Scott, the respective coaches of these two teams this afternoon in our final hour. McFarlane from the ruck contest gets a kick away, pretty high. Shannon, this will be a good mark. It's coming down. Rugby full-back, great mark. Matt Burke would have been happy with that, Pete.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
Very good. For those listeners out there, Matt Burke plays fullback for the Australian Wallabies. and look, I know Nick Maharis. I'm not trying to preempt things here, but we'll probably get best on the ground or go very close to it. But I think Luke Shannon's been absolutely sensational today, and he really needs to drive this one.
Last 3 quarters, excellent.
And he's kicked it. Good kick by Luke Shannon, his second goal in about 5 minutes. And I go to 18-10, 118 Thomson. They lead Geelong West Cricket and Football Club at 10-12, 72. Please Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 23.5 minutes.
So far, Pete, 10 goals to 4 since half-time, and that really is the story of the day.
And I think from memory, Eric, Geelong West Cricket kicked the first one in the third quarter.
Yes, yeah, you're right. So
I think the difference here is if I was coaching a team like Thomson that has gone into the game with a few injuries, they've got a couple of guys sitting on their backsides over there warming the timber. I'd have McFarlane off the ground. I'd get him off the ground. He's carrying a bit of an injury, and instead they've put him into the centre.
Oh, well, that's why, because from Peacock to Highland to McFarlane to Burns, that's pretty easy footy when it goes to half forward. He's got it to Petterwood. They might not touch the footy here, Geelong West. Petterwood kicks it on the outside of the boot to Maharis. He can play on and kick the goal, Nicholas. He does. He runs in, and, well, it's a poor kick off the boot and across the face of goal for a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket. Poor, pretty slick skills in the middle there from Spud Highland to get the footy to Christian McFarlane. And it will be a throw-in. Left forward pocket. Beekman's in the ruck now for the Cheetahs. Up against Justin. Over the back to Maharis. Can't get his kick away. Oh, have to be quick. Danny Finney got it away now. Those pumping legs of Frank Fatoli comes across towards Peacock. Peacock though, got one high, no free kick, and got some support. He's in there fighting hard again. Peacock does well. And a little handball underneath the woof and was good. Out wide to Petterwood on half forward, drives it long. In towards full forward, McFarlane there, Sam Lucchino standing there, taking his mark. Handballs off quickly to Williams. Got Craig wide. He elects to go in that direction. Carl up against him. Craig off hands. Can Scragger keep it in? Yes, he can, but Highland comes at him. He breaks away, though. Handball to Williams. Handball over the top to Nick Lacino. Pretty close to the boundary line still. Back to Williams. Draws the player. Handball over the top to Stewie Scott. Got Manning in front of him. Needs for something up. Eeyore draws the player and then loses a footy. Atchison's there. So's Burns. So's McFarlane. So's Atchison. He gets it back from Handel. Went around Beekman. Touched on the ground. Good skills. Goes towards Petterwood. Has to sit and takes a good mark under pressure from Matt Barnes. At half forward, Kim Petterwood. Maharis gives him a lead. So does Justin, who goes up. It's off hands. Oh, Shannon nearly had it. Finn backs himself. Keeps it in front. Got Scott in front of him as well. Keeps going. Gets a Shepherd. Now from half back, Danny Finn goes towards Beekman's. Going to be chopped off, though, by Peacock. And Rod Peacock right in the middle of Baker's Oval.
Peacock drives toward half forward. He's picked out Andrew Williams. There's 16 players he could have picked out, and he went straight to Andrew Williams, centre half back for West Cricket. Plays on now, runs through the centre of the ground, has a bounce on the left foot, and he finds Manning on centre wing. Manning, he's looking for some options. Now he kicks towards centre half forward. There's Beekman's a mark he should have taken. Off hands it comes to Fry, and Fry of Thomson. He's pumped it right back to centre half forward. Over the players there, picked up by Farrell. Handball across to Burton. Burton wider to Fratoli, and Fratoli finds Andrew Williams on centre wing. Has a bounce now, trying to look for some options up forward. Draws a player, gets it over to Craig. Goes past, takes the handball back again. Now it's a handball further on to Stewie Scott. Scott drives on the left to the full forward position, but Costa in the way there for Thomson. Runs on, drives the ball out of the danger area, and off hands it's come to ground again. Thomson through Wolfenden. Well, he just punches it along the ground to Highland. Highland, very easy. Does it so easily now. And, well, young Daniels just missed the mark, but following up is Christian Highland. Drives it long towards the lead at half forward, and Justin takes the mark. Sees Nick Maharis is going forward. Luke Shannon also. And Shannon, under pressure on that occasion, has taken a very strong mark overhead. So Shannon is 35 metres out. Not on the such a good angle for a left foot, on the wrong side of the ground for a left footer, but the opportunity to kick his third goal, in fact, for the last quarter. So Luke Shannon now coming home with a wet sail, and I guess, as I said before, since quarter time, been a very good player. That's a lovely looking kick off the boot, and it's straight through the middle. So Luke Shannon kicks his third, and at the 27.5 minute mark, the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now, Thomson 19 goals 10, 124. Lead at Thomson West Cricket Football Club 10-12 72, and Pete, it's really becoming a blowout now. Well,
it is, and it seems whenever Thomson are moving the ball into their forward line, they do it at some pace. They seem to be attacking the ball, whereas it shows on the scoreboard the Geelong West guys, a few of them seem to have tired legs out there, and you can see then before when Williams was running on the far wing, he was doing everything he could, but no one was prepared to give him a lead or anything like that. He just had to run the ball himself.
Back in the middle, Peacock again, down towards McFarlane and Highland, who's done very well. Gets it towards Byrne. Now on his right boot, measures the pass towards Pat Burns, who must have a disease or something, I think. Pat gets around on the left boot, goes towards full forward, over the back. Justin, nearly takes the grab. Does well on hands and knees, but needs some support, didn't get much, and Stewie Scott was able to take it away to Scragger Craig. He backs himself, Scragger, and Stevie Daniels had a bit of time to get him, but he just got his kick away okay to Jason Ratchie on centre wing. Goes to the left boot, kick, torpedo punt in the end towards Williams. It was all right. He took the mark. He measures the pass towards Frank Fatali, who can finish it off, Frankie, with a goal. And does so. And the boys in the social box are pretty happy with Frank. Because he's a regular twos player, Frank, and has had a pretty good start to the season. Got his chance in the ones and has kicked a goal. And I'm sure he'll be the toast of the boys in the social box this evening. And his first goal is Geelong West's 11th. They're 11-12, 78. They trailed Thomson 19 goals, 10, 124. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes gone. So back in the middle. And the umpire has it again, umpire Gann. Or Garn. We're getting Gann and Garn wrong today too.
Yes,
it's pretty hard with the umpire and Mickey Gann, but umpire Garn gets it down. Peacock coming off the wing, Wolfenden back to Highland. Handball over the top to Petterwood, who's had a pretty good game as well. Kim Petterwood from centre wing long towards half forward. Off hands towards Shannon. Read the play beautifully. Can run away from Sam Lacino and miss 4-1 behind. 3 goals. 3. That's what I've got him for, Eric, as well. So, fairly productive day in front of goal for Luke Shannon. Finn now from full-back goes wide towards Shane Manning, and he takes the mark. He's got Beekman's long. He likes to go short, though, to nobody. Craig get back there. That's okay. Handball to Farrell. Oh, handball to nobody in particular. Daniels gets away from Farrell and goes to the left boot towards full forward. Getting across there, Burns off hands. Oh, coming through, Lacino. And also there, Burns. Slick little handball towards Shannon and Petterwood. They raffle it. Petterwood wins and kicks the goal. Kim Petterwood off his wing has kicked his second goal. And the 20th for Thomson. They go to 20 goals, 11, 131. They lead Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 11-12, 78. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 31 minutes gone.
Would we be able to say, Pete, that Thomson are back?
No. No.
Really, you've got to put it in perspective, don't you? The pressure's totally gone off West Cricket. I think you might have summed it up pretty well. Either run out of legs or just the teamwork's just not happening for them.
And I think this game's a game to try and get into the finals. It's not a game of the top 2 or 3.
No, too true. The throw in that time, Peacock was probably too far away from the ball, couldn't get the tap clear, but Thomson again, just through weight of numbers. Christian Highland takes the ball, dodges a tackle, drives the ball towards centre half forward. In front is Shannon, almost takes the mark ahead of Lacino, but wins the ball anyway. A little chip over the head of the West Cricket defence there, and Lacino comes in, handball to Stewie Scott. Stewie push in the back on that occasion, and well, it's just a bit of feeling late in the game there. Nick Maharis is just protecting young Daniels, and good luck, that's the way to do it. Scotty takes the ball as the siren sounds, 32 minutes into the final quarter, and the final score on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, Thomson 20 goals, 11, 131, have defeated Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 11 goals, 12, 78.
Well, in the end, 53 points, which in the last quarter, Thomson were able to kick 7 goals, 3 to 3 goal 1. So a good final term by Thomson. And their chief goal kickers, 5 to Christian McFarlane, 3 each to Luke Shannon and to Dean Cale, 2 each to Kim Petterwood, Nick Maharis, and singles to Andrew Atchison, also to Rod Peacock, Aaron Bradley, Justin and Christian Highland. While for Geelong West, 3 goal Aidan Courtney, 2 to Chris Roonier, and singles to Frank Fatoli, Justin Ladder, Shane Manning, Nick Lacino, also Matthew Barnes and Andrew Williams. But in the end, it was a pretty big 12 goals second half to 5 that got Thomson the win, and their 7th of the season. They go to 7-3 now. Geelong West go to 4-6. We see Christian McFarlane and Andrew Williams in the middle there shaking hands, and they had a bit of a bet going today too. They on the interleague bus last week, $20 the win and $10 for every goal. So Willie is in a bit of strife because he thought if they weren't going to win, they'd at least not get done by too much. But they've got done by 8 goals, so he's up for $100.